delete my account on the T app because some of you bitches are fucking dumb and fucking weird. I'm hearing some of you dizzy dick whores are like sending screenshots and screen recordings to the men that's being posted in the chat. Y'all are not girls. Y'all are dumbass bitches, dumbass pick-me's, and I don't fuck with y'all. You are putting people in fucking danger, you stupid bitch. Like, y'all gonna get somebody killed, and it'll be your fault.
They turned a Predator app into the #1 app in the world. Y'all just fell for it. They took what you created and used it against you once again.
And half these women on here are shopping for men. They've been out here spreading gossip. They're shopping for your man. What did Landry say? I'm here to take your man, so y'all ain't better watch out.
Now I see all these women coming online talking about, oh, y'all misusing it. The T app was to keep women away from predators. Nah, sweetheart, did you read the comments? Women are trying to take other women's men after they already explained to them how toxic this man is. Them women been lost supply. It ain't about no goddamn predators, abusers. That's not what it's about no more. It's about putting the real niggas in the city that's putting down, that's spending money so they can have access to them. Yeah, go ahead, post their Instagram with it so we can follow and get them DMs, yeah. Go through their follows. You'll see some of them women that was just in that app talking cash shit in them DMs. I can assure you of it. You think they give a fuck? Nah, of course not. You know why? Because the shit don't mean nothing. You could be fucking Jeffrey Dahmer. If she think you attractive enough, all that shit means nothing.
This is one of the most insane stories in internet history. Okay, so the #1 app in the world is called T. It lets women post anonymous gossip and reviews of men on dating sites. My single brethren, I'm sorry. Which to me is a defamation nightmare waiting to happen, but that's not the crazy part. The crazy part is that today, the IDs of every woman who signed up for the app were leaked to 4chan on a searchable map. Because, and yes, it gets more insane, it turns out that the app was vibe coded and the data was stored in a public folder available to the entire internet with no security whatsoever. This is one of the worst private information leaks I've ever heard of. The lawsuits for this are gonna be insane. I don't know what the lesson is here, guys. Be careful where you upload your information, A, and B, if you're gonna vibe code an app, make sure you... I don't know what the lesson is here, guys. Be careful where you upload your information, A, and B, if you're gonna vibe code an app, make sure you know what you're doing.
Ladies, if you thought you were safe talking about men behind anonymous usernames, I got some bad news for you. The T app just got breached, and now every single woman who ever posted on there, your face, your real name, your address, it's all out there on a map for any man to see. And trust me, some of those men you were talking about, they're not happy. Let me tell you something. This whole situation is wild from start to finish. So buckle up, because we're about to dive into how women tried to protect themselves and ended up in more danger than they ever imagined.
I went to the oldest post instead of the newest post first so I can see what the app was really giving before it went viral. And when I tell you the app was being used correctly before the TikTok fame.
See, the T app started with good intentions, like really good intentions. It was supposed to be this safe space where women could warn each other about dangerous men. You know, the type of men that needed to be put on blast, the abusers, the cheaters, the ones with diseases they weren't telling you about. Real predator behavior that women needed to know about before getting involved.
I know I'm not the only one who's been scrolling on that T app, or I know you're at home waiting to be accepted. Yo, my bestie called me yesterday. She said, bestie, there's this app and they're exposing all the men. I'm like, tell me more. Tell me more. I want to know. She's like, you could post a picture of your man or the old man you used to talk to or a man that you want to talk to, and people will rate them a red flag or a green flag, and there's comments, and everything is anonymous. You could write hella comments and say whatever. You could say, dick was weak, they stink, they have kids, they're a deadbeat, they beat on women. You can say whatever you want about them, and they can't do anything because they don't have access to the app, because you got to take a picture of yourself to prove that you're a woman.
To even get on this app, you had to prove you were a woman. We're talking about uploading a selfie and your actual ID. Most people use their driver's license. So right from the jump, these women were giving up their real information just to protect other women. Make it make sense how that was supposed to stay anonymous. But anyways.
So I get in, I'm scrolling, I don't see nobody I know, right? I don't see nobody. And I scroll a little bit more. But yo, I've seen people that not only that I'm friends with, but that I be seeing at the parties, that I be with at the parties, chilling with at the parties. I see people I know from the Bay, from Sacramento. I'm seeing all types of people, and I'm looking at them like, clutching my pearls. They saying they giving out STDs and they burning everybody. They said they got 2 kids. I seen this one guy that I know. They said he got 2 kids. know he had no kids, and I've known him for 6 years. Are they saying people stink? Some of the people I know, breath stink, dick weak, cornballs.
The way it worked was simple. Women would post pictures of men they'd had experiences with, and other women would comment about their experiences too. Red flags, green flags, all of that. If a man was dangerous, had a history of abuse, was cheating on his wife, spreading diseases, this was supposed to be the place where women could get the real tea and stay safe. And you know what? When the app first launched, it was actually doing what it was supposed to do. Women were posting legitimate warnings about men who were actually dangerous. The comments were serious, the experiences were real, and it was serving its purpose. But then social media got involved. Oh, so now everything had to go viral. Once TikTok got hold of this app and it started trending, everything went left. And I mean everything. Women started flooding the app, but they weren't using it to warn about dangerous men anymore. Girl, they turned this thing into a whole different beast.
I've just been informed that I'm on the T app. Alright, listen. Wait a minute. I just found out what the T app was maybe 45 seconds ago. My man just told me I'm on that shit. And he said you can't screenshot. Is that true? And if it's true, why? What did I do? Wait, someone let me know.
Instead of posting about abusers and predators, women started posting men for the most petty reasons you can imagine. Like, this man missed your birthday and now you're on the app talking about how terrible he is. Come on now.
Y'all can't bash us at work because we show up, we do our jobs, and we do it well. You can't bash us to our children because we're in their lives and we're being active fathers. Y'all have failed for it again. And I'm so glad that the black women in my life don't entertain this kind of stuff. And I really pray for y'all men out there. Y'all black men, y'all need to get these women out of y'all lives. I don't care if y'all related to them. I don't care if you love them. I don't care if they're your ex, your next. Get them out your lives. Keep them away from your children.
Men who were probably decent guys were getting dragged through the mud because somebody was in their feelings. But here's where it gets really crazy. And this is the part that should have been a red flag for everybody involved. Women started going on the app, and when they saw a man with negative reviews, instead of staying away like they were supposed to,
Someone there to say, they say, oh yeah, he got a big dick. Oh, I just cracked that. Oh, this is my man. So if you about to die about him, then let me, like, it's girls that mess with the same man arguing and beefing in the comments of the man.
And half these women on here are shopping for men. They're not on here spreading gossip. They're shopping for your man. What did Allegedly say? I'm ready to take your man. So y'all ain't better watch out.
they were saying things like, oh, I like him and you should give me his Instagram so I can see for myself. Girl, what part of the game is that? You just read that this man is toxic, abusive, whatever the case may be, and your response is that you want to get with him. That's not protecting women. That's the complete opposite. The app became this weird competition where women were trying to get with the same men other women were warning them about. They were high-fiving each other in the comments, talking about how good certain men were in bed even after reading horror stories about them. It was like they were using other women's trauma as a shopping catalog. And then there were the women who were just straight up rating men's bodies and private parts. Like this was supposed to be about safety, and instead it became rate this man's penis from 1 to 10. That's not what this app was created for, but that's what it became. The whole thing turned into chaos. Women who had never even dated these men were posting them just to see what his tea was. If he had real tea, somebody would have already posted him, you know. But no, they were just putting random men up there for entertainment. Now let me tell you something about men, they're not stupid. And they definitely don't like being talked about, especially when they can't defend themselves. So while these women thought they were safely hidden behind their anonymous usernames, the men were watching, and they were planning. Some of these women were so careless that they were screenshotting posts from the app and sharing them around, completely defeating the purpose of keeping these men's information contained. So now you've got women trying to warn other women about dangerous men, and other women are taking those warnings and spreading them everywhere. The same women who claim to be girls were the ones putting everyone else in danger. But here's the thing that nobody saw coming. The app was coded terribly, like embarrassingly bad. The developer didn't know what they were doing, and they stored all the user data in a public folder that anyone on the internet could access. No security, no protection, nothing. So when someone decided to look deeper into this app, they found everything. And I mean everything. Every woman's selfie that they used to verify their account, their driver's licenses, their real names, their addresses, all of it was sitting right there for anyone to grab.
All of our driver's license on the T app just got leaked, and that is extremely dangerous. I mean, thankfully for me, like my license address. It's not like actually where I physically live, but like this needs to be known and shared for everybody's safety because the T app is getting out and everybody is finding out about it and the men are mad. The men are mad, so please be careful.
And grab it they did. All of that information got leaked to forums where men were already angry about being posted on the app. Now they have faces to match the usernames, addresses to match the faces, and real names to go with everything. The information got posted on a searchable map. A map where you could literally see where every woman who used the app lived. Think about that for a second. Every woman who thought she was safely warning others about dangerous men. Those same dangerous men now know exactly who was talking about them and where to find them. Moving on to the aftermath, because this is where it gets really scary. Remember, some of these women were posting about men who were genuinely dangerous, abusers, predators, violent men. And now those same men have their accusers' real information. But hey, the regular guys who got posted for petty reasons, they're filing defamation lawsuits. And honestly, they probably should, because some of these women were just making stuff up or exaggerating minor issues into major red flags. The women who posted about actually dangerous men, though, they need to be worried about more than lawsuits. They need to be worried about their safety. Because when you expose an abuser and then that abuser finds out exactly who you are and where you live, that's a recipe for disaster. And you know what the kicker is. Men created their own app in response.
The men done created their own app. You ready for the name? Box Score. That should tell you everything what this app's gonna be about. Oh yeah, scoring. See, these guys are gonna use their app. More than likely if I know dudes. Douchebags, because I used to be one. Oh, they gonna use this app to see who they can get laid with the easiest. It's gonna be the locker room, baby. A bunch of dudes sharing stories. And we don't like to read. Oh no, men don't like to read. We like to look at illustrations, pictures. So for all y'all loose girls out there sending all y'all nudes, trust me, that shit gonna make its way on that motherfucking app ASAP. And I can tell you right now, it's gonna be a lot of disrespect. A lot of disrespect and a lot of shit that I don't want no part of. I ain't gonna download that motherfucking app at all. I can see some motherfucking lawsuits from this motherfucker.
Where the T app was supposed to protect women, this new app is designed to let men rate women. And trust me, it's not gonna be pretty. Rumor has it that men are already posting photos and videos of women in compromising situations, sharing intimate details, and basically turning the whole thing into a digital locker room. All those women who thought they were clever for rating men, now they're about to get rated right back, and it's not gonna be about their personalities. The irony is that women created this app to protect themselves from predators, but they ended up putting themselves in more danger than they would have been in if they had just used their common sense and stayed away from obviously problematic men. Let me tell you something, this whole situation shows that you can't shortcut your way to safety. You can't rely on an app to tell you whether a man is good or bad for you. You have to use your own judgment, pay attention to red flags in real life, and trust your instincts. But instead, these women gave their real information to a poorly secured app, misused it for petty drama, and then acted surprised when it all came crashing down on them. The T app was supposed to protect women, but it became the very